Hello and welcome. I am Jessica Loper, here to support you with staying in the flow and on track with your goals and unraveling the best version of yourself as we are always becoming on this lifelong journey where you're always discovering new things about ourselves, which is just part of helping us get more on track, right? So, today, what I'm feeling led to share is just that the energy of the next week or so is just going to be around creating space. So, for some of you, this could look like some old patterns or triggers popping up, which is nothing to be afraid of, right? It's honestly just an opportunity for us to acknowledge and look within. And I guess that's maybe where some of the clearing spaces that I'm picking up on. For some of you, it actually could be more physical, like maybe for some of you, it's actually more like cleaning things out. Maybe there's something you need to clean or organize or make some changes just with clearing out space, whatever that looks like for you. I'm not quite sure. I don't know, just clean house, right? So whether it resonates for you energetically or something on a physical level, I'm going to invite you to focus on that this week, okay? Maybe you're throwing out old ideas and old patterns, feeling your feelings. Maybe you're actually throwing literal junk out, okay? So, but it's just this next couple weeks is a good time to just focus on clearing space, making space, okay? So I'm actually going to invite you to get still and quiet, and I'm going to slow down for a few minutes, okay? So if you're somewhere that you can get comfortable and just relax for a moment, close your eyes if you're in a position to do so. All right, and let's just take a few deep breaths together and just go ahead and picture in your body, in your heart space, or another area if something else is coming to you. For me, it feels like the heart space, like we're just kind of letting go of some old stuff, some old junk. Like sometimes, and this too, I have to say, this is just what's coming to me, is a lot of you have probably set some intentions and goals recently, right? Like maybe for New Year's, you set some goals or an intention, picked a word for a year. You're starting to think about what your year is going to look like. Some of you, maybe you are kind of waiting for springtime to set some goals too. So, um, just sometimes when we start picturing those things, we start thinking about what the year's going to look like, whether it's dread or excitement, however that looks for you. There's always going to be change, right? Not everything changes, but oftentimes things change each year. Some years change more than others. Um, but it's like, ooh, sometimes like this resistance pops up. That's what it is. It's like resistant. Like some of you may be feeling a little bit of resistance, like maybe you were setting some goals or thinking about the year and you were feeling motivated and inspired. Maybe you journaled or talked to a friend, or maybe you just daydreamed or talked to yourself, whatever it is, um, and felt good about it. But then, uh, maybe a couple days later, a few days later, maybe now, some resistance kind of came in, right? Almost like, the old you is trying to keep you as the old you, trying to keep you safe, which sounds silly, but we all do this without even realizing it, right? That's why sometimes change is hard, right? So if you've picked, oh, interesting. It was feeling like stillness. Maybe I just needed to get still to get the message. But we will come back to some deep breaths. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was for me to just get still enough to share. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. Nothing was really coming to me before I hit the record button. Sometimes that happens though. Um, okay. So, all right. Resistance. I think that's, yeah. We kind of have some resistance to work through, and then we kind of get to that clearing the space. So, what does resistance show up for you like? Just tune in, connect with your body. If this concept is new to you, the best way to start is just breathe and just pay attention to your breath. Put your focus into where your heart is. Is there something uncomfy or something you've noticed you're resisting? Could absolutely be related to some sort of goal you've set. Like, ooh, do I really want to do that? Am I really good enough to do that? Ooh, what if I do that and then I'm actually happier? Ooh, that actually even feels a little uncomfy sometimes. It could be even better. It could even get even better. I can allow things to be even better. Oh, sometimes that's a bit uncomfy. And that's okay. But we're just noticing it. We don't even have to fix it or change it. Nope. Let's just notice it. You actually can be who you want to be. This next version of yourself. I'm not going to say a better version of you. It's more like discovering hidden parts of you, what you really want, what you really desire. And what's our mind doing? Can we talk to our mind for a moment? Okay. Okay. I actually do want to reach these goals I've set for myself. I look forward to how I feel. Let's just feel that right now. This person I'm becoming, this person I already am. Wow, I've really had some growth. I've grown through some things. I'm going places. Ooh, it feels like a bump. It's like this little bump in the road. Just go over the bump right now. Okay, I just want you to picture yourself. Any bump, maybe the bump represents the resistance. We're just gonna jump over it. Gonna jump over that little bump. Just look into the horizon. How does it feel to know you can keep going anyway? That thing you said you were gonna do, you're gonna do it. You're gonna start now. And if you've already started, you're gonna keep doing it. You're gonna stick with it. Why? Because it's worth it. Because you owe it to yourself. Because it's a form of loving yourself. And it's time to step more fully into loving you and making the choices that you deserve, that your body deserves, that your mind, your spirit, your essence, You're ready and you deserve it and it's time. So you're going to keep going. And you're going to look at that horizon. That new beginning, that clean slate. Just really emptied some resistance. If there's any lingering resistance, just picture it like flicking out. You can even just shake if you need to shake. You can stand up and wiggle around. Still here. Take a few more deep breaths. Just coming back to connecting more fully with your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. It is safe for me to change. It is safe for me to grow. I'm doing what I said I was going to do. And I'm proud of myself for that. Let's go. I almost see like people running now. Like, let's go. Let's go. We're doing this. We're doing this. Okay. You can open your eyes when ready. Okay. How does that feel? I invite you to re-listen to this. If you notice that resistance creeping back in, or uncomfortableness, sometimes we even just have really big ideas and hopes and dreams and we feel really good and excited about it, and then we're like, kind of our mind takes us back to this reality check and then we don't feel so good, right? Whew. If you find that happening, just come back and listen to this, okay? Just get in the flow. All right. If you're not quite feeling it, I feel like there's someone you're just not quite feeling it. Just and tell yourself it's okay. It's okay if I'm not quite feeling it. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna catch up to this shift. It's gonna catch up to you. Okay. Might be a little later today or tomorrow. Just be honest about how you're feeling. And just notice it. Just notice it. All right. Take care. I'll be back in 2 weeks.